Okay, so I'm deciding to stand up in this video. You can see the washing machine. Today's video is going to be my top 10 Disney films, because why not? I made a list quite a while ago on my computer. I basically wanted to make a video out of it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. This is my I couldn't be bothered hairdo, which is most of my hairdos, actually. After kind of giving my opinion briefly on each movie in my list, going from 10 to 1, I have written little haikus. Not haiku as in the anime, but haikus as in like the poem. If you're wondering what a haiku actually is, it's like a poem made of 3 lines, 5, 7, 5 syllables on each line. Disclaimer, I have seen 85% of Disney films. Some of the really old ones I haven't seen, and some of the new ones I haven't seen. But I've seen most of the classic ones that you think of when you think of Disney. I think one of my goals one day is to have, you know how on the Disney DVDs they have the little numbers? You can like create a collection of every DVD. I kind of want to do that. I like standing up, it's making me want to bounce. Number 10, i.e. the least favourite of my top 10s, is Dumbo. Did anyone else think that Dumbo was kind of scary? I did. It used to give me kind of nightmares, but they weren't quite nightmares, but they weren't quite good dreams. Having said that, it remained in my brain forever. I don't remember if there's too much of a clear moral story, but I know the bit where he has to jump off the ledge was freaking terrifying and probably gave me a permanent fear of heights, even though I probably already had that. The bit with his mum was adorable and gives me the chills thinking about it. I love it, it's a classic. I'm gonna say that so often, I can already tell. My haiku is, freaked me out when young. Thought storks delivered babies. Gave me fear of heights. Going in with number 9, The Jungle Book. This is quite an old movie, I think. I don't remember when it came out, obviously. I'm not that Disney obsessed, although that would be a cool trivia fact. The Jungle Book, I love movies set in jungles. I think. I don't know why. Maybe I just like trees. The moral of this video is Neve likes trees. There are so many quotable things and songs in this movie, such as like the Trust in Me snake song. It makes you question, where do you belong? Which I've realised is what quite a lot of these movies on this list that I made have as a main question. Maybe I want to belong somewhere, that's all I'm trying to say. My haiku for The Jungle Book is, fetch the water song. Why did you stick in my brain? Groovy animals. Okay, number 8, which might be higher on some people's lists, but it's Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. is a Disney film, right? I'm a bit worried it's not. I feel like this should be higher on my list personally, because I always get it in my head for some reason, like particular scenes, particular quotes from it, like, Mike Wazowski! I'm watching you, Wazowski, always watching. And then the bit where Celia's like, oh, you expect me to believe that pack of lies, Mike Wazowski? I love you, Smoochy Poo. I remember loving the behind the scenes stuff and how they animated every single one of Sully's hairs. Made me quite interested in animation. I just love the door scene at the end where they're like stuck in that big old door vault, I guess. I love that scene. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's like lots of different worlds and they go through the different portals, and like the creativity of how the monsters live and like survive in their little world is just amazing, and I loved it. So my haiku for this one is so quotable, man. Marvel of animation. Door Room is my fave. Number 7 is Robin Hood. This was one that we watched over and over and over again. And because it's also set in a different time period, it kind of brought historical facts into it, which was quite interesting. Well, not facts, but like the king and stuff. And all's well. It also helped that I had a massive crush on Robin Hood, I'm pretty sure. Just loved the archery scene. My haiku is, had a crush on him. Waterfall scene is gorgeous. Also some history. Number 6, and I'm probably gonna get some flack for this, but it's The Lion King 2. Not The Lion King 1, although that is excellent. I chose the second one. Why, Neve? That's blasphemy! Frankly, I thought the second one was better. It was darker, they had a evil female antagonist. I really admired that Kiara was the cub. My haiku is, better than the first. Kovu was hot AF though. Seriously. My last line is, wish I was lion. Wish I was lion. Oh yeah. Number 5, coming in at number 5, a bit of ASMR for you guys, even though I love ASMR, so I'm not taking the mic. Pocahontas! I've only seen Pocahontas recently, about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Never saw it when I was younger. There were always advert breaks before the Disney movie happened, because that's how movies worked, and still do. And one of the adverts was always Pocahontas, and we never saw it for some reason. I don't know why, my parents just didn't buy it. Maybe they thought it was too dark for us. It has definitely got some themes in it, like deforestation, I don't know. Obviously the whole colonialising the rainforest thing, probably they thought was a bit freaky. Bearing in mind, it's number 5 on the list, and I've only seen it once all the way through, so clearly quite a good film. The songs are frigging excellent, and it's definitely not as gritty as The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is not on this list, but I watched that fairly recently as well, and I was just like, I'm kind of glad my parents didn't show me this. A baby is dropped down a well in like the first 3 minutes, and at one point someone's house burns down with people in it, I think. Back onto Pocahontas. Something about the trees in the rainforest again gets me. I loved Mother Willow. Maybe I was a nature sprite in a previous life. Pocahontas was stunning. My haiku is Colours of the Wind. Legit made me cry, I think. I love talking trees. Coming in at number 4 is Hercules. Why are you so good? Why do you exist and you're so good? Again, I think maybe I have something about history and I like learning about history because this is obviously set in Greek times. The songs are excellent and I love things like the underworld, and the cutting the string thing was super dramatic. Dramatic, he's gonna die. Oh my god, I love the bit at the beginning where it's the place all the gods live in the clouds. Friggin' love that scene. Seeing all the gods hanging out. Another part of Hercules that I really love is the song where he goes and skims a stone and then starts singing about his destiny. You have to play it and I just cry. My haiku is Greek myths made friendly. About seeking destiny. Supreme songs and jokes. Coming in at number 3, we're finally in the top 3, is Lilo and Stitch. I loved that the alien bit at the beginning was like the best bit ever, and I kind of wish it was longer. I loved how they did the Hawaiian culture as well, and how Nani's like a healthy body shape. I liked the inclusion of Elvis, because now whenever I hear that one song by Elvis, I just think of it. You look like an Englishman. That might not be the lyrics, but whenever I hear that, I just think of Lilo and Stitch, frankly. Another part of the movie, and this literally made me cry every time I watch it, and I think it still probably would, where hello? Is the bit where right at the end they talk about family and belonging. God, I need to rewatch this movie, but there's a really sad bit. It made me realise that Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind. I love the message of how you could still be a family even though not everyone was obviously the same. I just love that. My haiku is, aliens done well, raise this question. Belonging, family is key. Boshing in. And number 2 is Tarzan. The songs, the setting, amazing butterfly bit, Jane, who's just such a cool heroine. Again, jungles and trees. I love the whole thing of how he was like raised in the wild, and then the bit where they introduce all the culture to him and he's like, what is this stuff? Like, what's a boat? Why are they dancing? I just thought that was so freaking cool. Ooh, ha, yeah, ha, ooh. So my haiku for Tarzan is amazing soundtrack. Harrowing and quotable. Could watch forever. If you know me, you will know what my favourite Disney movie is. My favourite Disney film of all time, and I don't think it will ever change, is Mulan. There's that one song in Mulan about finding a wife or something that everyone's like, this makes the film completely anti-feminist. Shut the fuck up. The point of that song is to make fun of the people that say stuff like that. Like, Mulan counters everything they say. Like, Mulan is very feminist, and I didn't just love the movie when I was younger, and still now, because of that. The message is amazing. Help to save your country and your family through a war. The songs are incredible, it's funny, it's so quotable. This movie just epitomises everything that I love about a kind of Disney heroine, a Disney movie. She's not a princess, she comes from like a random village, and yet she gets this amazing, oh my god, the chilling scene where everyone bows. I watched a video about Mulan by Screen Prism the other day, and that was so interesting. You should definitely watch it. It highlights so many parts of the film that I love and I never really thought about critically until I watched that video, so I will link that. So my haiku for my favourite is very feminist. Ignore that one song, you plebs. I wish I was her. I had to literally use like 10 boxes to, it's actually 7 boxes, in order for this camera to be at the same level as my head. Tall people problems. And shitty tripod problems. Thank you for watching. All my links will be somewhere here. I'm now going on my training run, so that would be fun. Goodbye! This is what I was working with.